Welcome to today's episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Ife West. If this is your first time on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I am going to be talking about how to program your mind for success. I'll be talking about the different levels of the mind and the importance of programming your mind or preparing your mind or having the right type of mindset for living. This is a very important topic that we need to talk about, and a lot of people don't really know or care about the mind, or they don't even know about the powers of the mind and how you can be able to use this power you are carrying inside you to make your life more successful or to get the things that you want out of life. This is something that is very important. As you know, the mind is a computer, and as a computer it can be programmed, it can be reprogrammed, it can be deprogrammed, it can be formatted, it can also be susceptible to viruses. Yes, just the way we hack any other computer, a mind can be hacked and information can be stolen, and it can be influenced, it can be manipulated, it can be brainwashed, and this happens every day. We humans, we are the first computer that nature created. Every living organism in the world is an intelligent consciousness in motion, and we humans are supposed to be the highest intelligent life form on this planet. So what informs our intelligence is our ability to think, our ability to gather information, to aggregate, articulate, process information, and act on that information for our general well-being. If the collective human race can do this, and we have been doing it for millions of years, you as an individual unit can be able to do the same thing to become whatever you want to become in life. You just need to be conscious on how to use your mind. That's why today we need to talk about this topic on the powers of the mind and how to tap into this power. A lot of people complain today that they are poor, things are difficult for them, and they don't understand what is going on. The reason is that it depends on what you know and level of information you can be able to get your hands on. Okay, you need to understand that the mind is a computer and it will work with information that you can impute into it. This is why I encourage people, or why we encourage people, to learn or to expose themselves to as much information as possible, so that they can be able to do so many things. They can be able to make themselves capable in so many areas of living. Today I want us to focus on the levels of the mind. According to science, we have three main levels of the mind. We call one the conscious mind, which is the mind that we use to interact with everyday people and activities. The mind that is connected to your body senses like the eyes, ears, nose, touch, and your general sense of awareness. We use this mind for interpreting our immediate environment to get information. You see people, you talk to people, you hear what they say, you transmit information to and fro. This is your conscious mind. This is the mind that we use in our waking states. As I am talking to you now, talking in this video, I am using this conscious mind to make this video. Okay, anybody you see on the active day, they are using their conscious mind to interact. Okay, now we have the mind that they call the subconscious mind. This is the mind that is under your conscious mind. This mind, we don't use it for day-to-day activities. This is a place where we store information. When you hear the word sub, it means under, subterranean, under something, okay, like the basement, okay. This is where we store informations. It can be like a hard drive. You store things you don't need every day. Information that you learn, you keep it there. How to walk, how to run, how to do things, how to eat, some information you don't need, you just store them, and your body accesses this information automatically, and they just do the things when it's time to do them. When you learn a particular skill, you store it in your subconscious mind, so you just do it naturally. You don't think about it anymore. It becomes part of you. This is a powerful part of the mind. Here we can be able to program our behavior. We can program our behavior to go after the things we want, to behave in a certain way. If you feel bad about yourself, or you feel a certain type of way about yourself, this is where it will rest. If you feel inferior, it's going to be in your subconscious mind. If you feel sadness, hatred, pain, sorrow, any kind of thing that you think, what your truest feelings about life rests, is going to rest here. This is the subconscious mind that we need to program, not the conscious mind. If we can program this mind to go after what we want in life, we can be successful. Then the last one is the unconscious mind. This is the mind that we use, or that we keep our deepest desires. It contains the core of our essence, this unconscious mind. This is the mind that our spirit body uses, okay. When somebody is sleeping, you are not using the conscious mind. You are using partially the subconscious mind, and you are fully using the unconscious mind. Okay, sleep. When you are in a sleep state, you are paralyzed. You are not interacting with any physical stimuli, so your conscious mind is totally dead. Just know that it's asleep. So a little bit of your subconscious mind is active, but your unconscious mind is fully active. This is the mind that your spirit uses, and some part of your soul. We also have a soul too. The soul is not part of any mind. Your soul is your inner essence, the real you. That divine spark that is inside you, that spark of light of divinity that is animating your consciousness. That thing that is inside you that is experiencing life in this physical form, that is your soul. Okay? It is not part of your mind. A lot of people think that they are their mind. No, you are not your mind. Your mind is something else. Okay? Your mind can die. Your mind has an expiring date. Your mind can be messed up with. But your soul is here to gather whatever experience you are here to learn. Nothing can mess up with your soul. Okay, but your mind can be messed up with, your body can be messed up with, but the soul essence is that thing, that separate thing that is here to experience life, record all the experiences in order for it to grow, to mature, to expand, for whatever reason. So your soul is not part of your mind, but you can use your mind to tap into this soul essence. And we can also go into this soul essence without using the mind. There are some kind of deep meditation you will do when you have to drop your mind totally, so that you can go straight into your soul essence. These are very deep meditation. We do this with trance. One way of programming your subconscious mind or getting in touch with your soul is by trance. We go into trance, and one way of going into trance is by repetition. This is what this bead is for. Okay, we use this bead for going into trance, for programming our conscious mind, and for programming our subconscious mind and our unconscious mind, so that when we are asleep, those programs we have put into ourselves, we start running. We program our conscious mind, we program our subconscious mind with images and symbols. Okay, these images can be from everyday materials. It can be from everyday things we see in nature, like the sun, the moon. It can be ideas of love, happiness, prosperity, general well-being. It can also be ideas of death and destruction. The mind can be programmed with any sort of ideas that you wish. That is why we see these racist neo-Nazi people. These are people that have been programmed by the Nazi ideology. So their mind runs on that program. That is why they behave the way they behave. These racist people, they have been programmed to be racist. And one thing you're going to see in Africa today is that black people are being programmed by religion to be stupid. They are being programmed by religion to be inferior. They are being programmed by religion to destroy themselves. This is the program religion is running on. You as a spiritualist now, you can program yourself for power, for prosperity, for wealth, for domination, for anything. If you don't program yourself, people will program your mind for you. This is the way it is. So it's high time you start programming yourself. This is why I am teaching these stuffs on this channel, so that you will know the power of the mind. The power of the subconscious mind and the unconscious mind is much more greater than the conscious mind. People have used the analogy of the tip of the iceberg and the ice under the sea. This is the way exactly it is. When you interact with people, we find that what the conscious mind owes is very, very little compared to what the unconscious and subconscious mind can hold. A lot of people, when you give them things to information to record, they cannot record it. They cannot even remember people's name and places. They cannot recite times table. There are many things we cannot do with our conscious mind because we don't just have the time to do it, or we have to study very, very hard to get it done. But the subconscious mind have unlimited capacity for storing information. In fact, it's like the universe. It does not have a full stop. Like when you say your mind is full, you can no longer absorb information. The subconscious mind and the unconscious mind is limitless. It expands continuously, just the way the universe expands continuously. The universe have no boundary. Time and space have no boundary. Your mind has no boundary. That is why they say we are in the image of God, and we are just little stardust experiencing life in human form. We are just like the galaxy we see out there that have no boundary. Our subconscious mind and our unconscious mind is boundless. This is what you need to know. So you can program them. So what has happened to humanity over the years? You find that ancient African people have been using deities, primal deities, to program their subconscious mind in order for them to have a closer or deeper understanding with the universe or with their environments. So you're going to find in Africa a lot of every tribe have their own spiritual system, have masquerades, have this thing they call juju, deities. All these deities you see in our various spiritual cultures, our various tribal cultures, are symbols that we use, our people have been using to program our subconscious and unconscious minds in order to get a closer understanding and to live in harmony with the earth. So you're going to find these masquerades, these jujus, these deities all over Africa and all over the indigenous world. So what this does is that when we are asleep, that very thing we have programmed into our mind is working, is active, is studying, is moving. It is actually a spirit that we have called into our being. This is a spirit that is now animated by the life force or the energetic frequencies of our ancestors that are late, and this spirit is empowered by their collective will and agreement. And these spirits have been created to study the secrets of nature, to go deep into the recess of nature, to look for things that we, the children of these spirits, can be able to use to survive, can be able to use to strive, can be able to use to continue to spread life and exist on these planets. So when we program ourselves with this conscious mind, the spirit becomes our guide. It becomes our focal point. It becomes a rallying point for us to sustain the community, to bring unity and balance to the community. So this is what our deities represent. So when you see during the time of colonization where the white people start stealing these artifacts, stealing our stuff, taking to Europe, by them taking these things, they're actually breaking that band or taking a very essential part of our spiritual connection to the earth, to the land that we are living. They are stealing it. So when they steal these things, the essential part that is connecting us, that we have been able to create as a focal and rallying point, have been taken away from the people. So the people will generally be confused, they will be disorganized, they will be disorientated, they will be susceptible to outside programming, outside influences. That is why you see Africa is the way it is today. A lot of things have been stolen from us to make us unbalanced. Now, as we coming back into spirituality, we need to be connecting back to our ancestral totems, our ancestral items, because we are connected to this by blood, by DNA, and by the symbolism that it represents for us. So going to museums is very, very important. Today I was talking with a guy online, say that he's not going to museum to see what have been stolen from him, because by going to museum he's supporting them. Museums are not expensive to visit, and those things they have stolen, they cannot do anything with it apart from putting it there, and all those things are going to be returned back to us whether they like it or not, because people are getting aware all the time, and those things are stolen properties. So by we going there, seeing these items, taking our children there, we are actually connecting back to our African totems, to our African spirituality, to our African artifacts. It's important that we go to these museums. Let them keep them. They are going to return it. Don't worry. Little by little, we'll get all those stuff back, okay? The weather is changing. When you go to those places, when you see these items, there's a link that is open in your subconscious mind that connects you back to who you are, that opens doorway into the collective consciousness of those people, okay? Especially ancient Egypt. When you go there, you see these things. A lot of consciousness, a lot of doorways that have been closed will open up inside you. And of course, you're going to pass this knowledge to the next generation, and it's going to reflect in everything you are doing, in every aspect of your life. The wisdom, the knowledge will come out. So going to museum is very, very important. Don't say I'm not going because it's stolen property, I am giving that money. Don't worry, they will pay that money back when the time comes, and they will pay it with interest. So programming your subconscious mind is very important. You program your subconscious mind by reading. Reading is a form of meditation. It's a very powerful form. Reading the right information, soaking your mind in the right information, absorbing the right information empowers you. It reprograms your mind, it reprograms your attachment to things. It opens a doorway that cannot be closed. By you reading about your history, you're actually time traveling. When you sleep, the spirits and the deities will start from where you have stopped reading, and then they will take you into the knowledge of things. That's why during time of colonization, they try to discourage reading. The only thing you're allowed to read is Bible, to misprogram you. This our history that they don't teach in Africa. It's not by accident. It is a deliberate act. These white people, these Caucasians, they are very conscious of what they are doing. Okay, they are the natural enemies of black people. Their aim is to subjugate us forever by denying us knowledge of ourselves, to deprogram us and brainwash us into this state of confusion. But they have failed because it didn't work, apparently. That's why I'm here. So we can program our mind by going into trance, by meditation. We can do this by symbols, by looking and meditating on our symbols, okay? By seeing these pictures, seeing these items, going to museum, by using natural elements like water, by staring into water, by staring into fire, by focusing on different connections by creating an altar, bringing the 5 elements together. We can program our minds with this stuff. Okay, we can also do this again by setting rituals, initiation rites to awaken our spirits. These are rites of ancestral passage, rites of ceremonial initiation, that we awaken that consciousness within us to walk in a certain path. We can also do this by studying nature, living in harmony with nature. We can do this in a lot of ways, okay? But what you need to know is that one of the easiest ways is trance. By going into trance, we have this beat, and what you do is repetition. By repeating the names of deities or certain mantras, it takes you into trance. And when you get into this subconscious mind, you can begin to reprogram your mind with new images, reprogram your mind with the things you want to see happen. You can begin to imagine your future in the way that you want it to happen. Store these images of you already being prosperous, already achieving, already manifesting the things that you want. So when you save this image in your subconscious mind, it starts to run on autopilot. So when you are sleeping, the conscious mind taps into the subconscious mind and sees these images, and it relays it back to the soul, or relays it back to divinity, and relays it back to divine consciousness, and you begin to automatically manifest the life that you want to live. Okay, so you have to program this subconscious mind, reprogram it with our African deities by meditating, focusing, giving offerings to these deities. We are giving them life. So in the spirit world, or in the astral world, or in the subconscious mind, unconscious mind, there exists there. This is a place they call them plasma ring in plasma physics, photon particles, photon entanglements. Those things we don't see with the naked eyes. These are our deities, the spirits of the dead. These are the place they exist in that plasma ring. So when you go into the subconscious mind, you can get access to the unconscious mind, which will give you access to the plasma ring, or the astral ring, or the spirit world. There you are going to see these deities that are already there, and you already program your mind to connect to them. So once you connect with them when you are sleeping, they start doing the manifestation for you, because your mind is already running on autopilot. So you start manifesting things automatically because you have programmed your mind for that with the aid of the ancestors. Things start working for you. Roads start opening. Everything starts changing. It simply starts with you programming your mind to run on autopilot to give you those things. So this is the importance of programming your mind, understanding your mind, and making contact with the deities, making contact with the symbols of the deities. Use these symbols to program your subconscious mind, so that when you are sleeping, your subconscious mind is relaying those programs to the unconscious mind. A lot of people will tell me that they see me in their dreams, helping them to do something, helping them to fight. It's not me necessarily. I'm probably sleeping, but it's images I have programmed into my spirit that is doing this work, maybe in my form. It could be the ancestors or any other deities that decide to help us. They are doing their work. I've already programmed my conscious mind to run on autopilot. So when people say they see me doing things for them, I am not surprised, because probably that part of me already programmed that is running, doing the work that is supposed to do. The work that I'm already doing in the physical world, they continue doing it in the spirit world. So the struggle goes on. So you need to find a way. You need to find a way to program your subconscious mind. If you don't program it, somebody will program it for you. Okay? We see advertisement every day. You watch the TV, television, internet, social media. People are always trying to program your mind, showing you things you don't need, telling you are inferior, telling you you are nobody until you buy their product, you are nobody until you buy this shirt, until you buy this car, until you buy this designer label, you cannot be somebody. They keep programming your mind, showing you these images again and again and again. They know what they are doing, okay? Placing subliminal suggestions inside you that will trigger you, things that they know you love, sexualizing the image, implanting different kind of thoughts in the image, in the wordings, in the setting. They taught me these things in business administration, advertisement, how to plant subliminal images in advertisements. I was taught how to do all these things. They still teach people till tomorrow. Psychological manipulation. If you don't program your minds, people will program it for you. That's why it's important to be meditating. Get these beats. Very important. It's very easy. Just repeating ideas, repeating names of deities. You can do this with bead. You can do this with fire. You can do this with natural elements. You can do this by trying to even drop your mind with different form of meditation. All this essence is to program your mind. Fill it with the things you want. Do not allow anybody to get in there. Make it protective, make it strong, empower yourself. Okay, this is the secret of manifestation. So I hope somebody will get some ideas from this video today. And this is a very deep topic. It's a very deep topic. I cannot go on today. I have something I want to do now. I will continue this topic another day. There's a lot of things to talk about in mind. It's a very deep topic. So I'll leave it for here now, and I will wish you a wonderful day. And if you want to do any spell work, love spell, exes, packs, whole 9 yards, oracle readings, my number is on the screen. If you would like to read my book on quantum physics and African spirituality, the book is still here waiting for you. A lot of things about the mind is already inside the book. I have covered some topic about mind control and stuff is inside there. Then if you want to study and practice African spirituality, my website is here, River of Knowledge. It's a one-stop place to learn African spirituality. You're going to learn a lot of things about who you are, about the planet, about things that a lot of people are hiding from you. I will teach you everything here, no holds barred. Join my program. Then apart from that, I wish you a very wonderful day, and I'll be seeing you in the next video as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.